Today I'm going to be showing you how you can get every single Avatar Mythic in Fortnite Creative 1.0. Alright, so before I show you how to get the Avatar Mythics in Fortnite Creative 1.0, I'm also going to show you the mini event battle pass. Now, if you've already seen everything in this battle pass, all you have to do is get to that timestamps as placed on the screen, and that's where I'll show you how to get the Mythics inside Fortnite Creative 1.0. Alright, so let's go over this mini event battle pass. So starting off, this is like the free tab. And then if you buy it, then you'll get this row and this row. So let's go over the first row. So we have a spray, which I think is pretty sick. We also have a back blank. Now I think these are like the different mythics that you can get, like the images or something like that, like the different elements and stuff like that. You also have a lot of level ups. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got 4 on the second row. So there's about 8 level ups by just buying this battle pass. We also have a sick loading screen. Less full screen. That's actually pretty sick. You got all the elements. And then you got the thing in the back. That is pretty sick. And then we have a instrument for Fortnite Festival. This is like an animated one. And you can also change its color. There's 4 different colors. That is pretty sick. I actually like the music in the background. That is pretty cool. And this is the first free emote. So there's one on the paid one and then the free one. This is the cabbage emote, which I think is pretty sick. I think it's like a time where like they get blown away. Look how cool that is. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look how cool that is. I think it's a pretty funny emote. And then we have an emoticon right here. We have Toph from Avatar. And then we have another level up. And then you have this kind of cool sword. It's actually a pretty nice animated sword. And then going on the paid row, you have another emoticon. You have Aang. There's like an animated one. You have a banner. Another level up. And then you have another paid emote, which is the spear beneath them. And then it's a transversal emote. That's pretty sick. You also have a back blink with an animal in the back blink, and that's actually pretty cool. And then you have a spray right here. You have Aang as the spray. You have a staff, which I think is pretty sick. I think it's going to be pretty clean using that. And then you have Aang himself. I think there's 2 different skins you get. When you buy it, you get that one on the right. And then when you complete the battle pass, you get him, the Avatar State Aang. That is pretty sick. Here it is. So this is what it's going to look like if you ever go into Fortnite and try to purchase it. This is what the skin will look like. When you buy the battle pass, you will get this up front before having to do anything. All you got to really do is just buy it, and then you'll get this. And then when you complete it, you'll get that. So yeah, I think that's a pretty sick battle pass. You also get the Appa glider right here when you do the quests, which they aren't all available quite yet. So you're going to have to wait until the quests come out to get the entire glider. So I think that was a pretty sick battle pass. So let's go show you how to get the Avatar Mythics in Fortnite Creative 1.0. Alright, so I just previewed the battle pass for the Avatar event. So, like always, this is the same map like last week's. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get all elements from fire, air, earth, and water. So all you want to do is you want to go into your search thing right there. Type this code in. The code is 8497-6830-0948. Now once you've entered that code, you will only see one map in the results. Click that map, click select, and enter it in a public or private game. If you want to start the game immediately, go into a private game like I'm going to do so, and then now I will show you how to get it in this map. Alright, so this is how the map should look like when you enter it. Now starting on May 4th, when we get the Lifesaver Mythics, I will have a different map. And I will try to make sure I get a different map because I'm kind of getting old of this map, and it's kind of the same thing every single week. So one thing I forgot to tell you before you enter this map is make sure your graphics is set to low. Lowest of everything. Now once I turn my graphics low, I'm now able to kind of see all the chests back then. Now I did have someone complain about how the map, like how it is and how laggy it is. Unfortunately, if you want to have a chance of getting the mythics, people have to line the chests up like this. There is no workaround. You cannot work around any of this. If you're on a 60 FPS or a Nintendo Switch or mobile, it is kind of impossible to get the mythics unless you have someone to get it for you. But if you want to do it yourself, the FPS is a very much problem in this. But unfortunately, there is no workaround. And for the people that don't have issues, well, there's really no workaround. So I really have to go for the people that don't have issues. And like I said, if you want to really get these, you can have someone else get it for you. So yeah, all you want to do is you want to grab the shockwaves and then shockwave yourself against the chest. It will freeze, it will lag. That is the whole purpose of this. But in reality, you may have a very much chance of getting the mythics. One thing also is that the mythics will disappear. Some will, some won't. It all depends on what Fortnite chooses to disappear. Also, the mythics behind the barrier cannot be obtained. Once they're behind the barrier, they are stuck. As you can tell, you cannot pick them up because they're stuck behind the barrier, and that's how it's going to be. So you have to get them on your side, or you can't get them at all. Now, there isn't a guaranteed chance of you getting the mythics. It's all random, just like everything else in Fortnite. So you just got to keep shockwaving yourself against the chest until it drops. So we're just going to keep shockwaving. You may see it every now and then. I actually haven't used the mythics at all today. So first we got airbending. I'm going to try one out, and then I'm going to come back and try to get another one, unless I see... It looks like I see another one. One thing also is that you cannot drop these mythics and think you can pick them back up. Once you drop it, they're going to disappear. So let's actually use the airbending, and then I'm going to try to get the other two. So here we go. So let's just build a little platform to see what we're working with. Alright, so we should have buttons on the left. We have air wheel, we have air jump, and then we have in wheel boost. So I'm not sure. So oh, look at that. That's double jump right there. These are actually so sick, and I'm actually glad we got the 4 elements in Fortnite, because I think they're one of the sickest things that can ever be turned into an item in a video game. Alright, look at that. Look at that. When I walk, it's actually so sick. Alright, so we have airbending. That is L2. That's also the thing where you double jump. So if you double jump, you get the same animation, and when you press L2 or whatever your left trigger is, that will trigger things. So I can double jump, and it's a very... I don't think you take fall damage on any of this. I accidentally pulled out the waterbending mythic. Alright, so let's see what the air wheel is. Whoa. It feels very smooth, and it looks like you can boost in the wheel. I'm not sure. Oh, is there a cooldown? Or is it your sprint bar? There is no cooldown. The only thing that is really a cooldown is the boost, because it takes up your sprint bar. Look how clean that is. So it looks like the air bending can't do any damage. You just kind of click another button to get out of it. So I think the air bending is going to be really good for mobility, because they did remove the wings, the Zeus, and the chains from BR. So it's really going to supplement the missing mythics. Alright, so let's go back and try to get the other mythics. I actually want to use the earth bending and the fire bending. So all you want to do is use a shockwave in the chest, hope it will drop. Like I said, a lot of the times the mythics will drop behind the barrier, because they're just where the chests are placed, but if they aren't placed where they're at, you won't have any chance of getting them. So kind of just luck. And you also want to look very quick. You can tell they'll start disappearing out of nowhere. I'm going to try to pick it up without... Because I do see a mythic. I have airbending once again. As you can tell, when I drop it, it disappears. I already have airbending, so I don't want it for the second time. It looks like airbending's the only one that's dropping right now. I don't think I see it right now. Maybe I'm just blind. So we're just going to shockwave again on the right. Hope... Right, wait, something dropped. Alright, here we go. We have earthbending. So that's thing one also. So the Zeus mythic, the chains mythics, and the wings won't drop. So when you see a mythic, it's most likely going to be one out of the 4 avatar mythics. So we have airbending. I mean, we have earthbending now. Oh, look at that. That is so sick. When I actually like that animation, like when you walk. Alright, so here we go. So we got throw rock, and then we have the rock wall. So let's place another platform right here, and let's do the wall. Look how sick that is. It even blends, which I think is pretty sick. It's actually just like the ones that we had for My Hero Academia, the frozen wall. So it looks like, how many pieces are there? 1, so it's 3 different blocks. This is gonna be wild in no builds. So you're gonna try to destroy it right there. And then we also have throw rock, which I think is kind of gonna be like probably like the Star Wars one. So let's throw it. Oh no, that's way much better. Look how sick that is. There like a limit? I think it's because we have infinite ammo. Yo, that is actually so sick. I think it's actually better than the Star Wars one, even though it may not like throw as much. But I think the animations on it. Look at that. You just throw it and it kind of just falls into the ground. I think these mythics are like just so sick. Definitely one of the best we've ever had. Look at that, you just keep throwing the rock. It looks like, how much damage did he do? So it's definitely over 150, which I think is pretty sick. So I think, can we double jump? So we can't double jump with this. So I think we have one more. We have the fire one. I think that's going to be a really cool one. So right now we have the air, water, and then earth. Now we have to look for the fire. which I don't think is anywhere near. So we're just gonna shockwave again, hoping it drops in the loot. Look at it. So we see all these mythics. I'm gonna try to pick it up using swapping everything out. Looks like that's gonna be water. You kind of tell like with the thing. I'm just glad though when you see a mythic, it's guaranteed to be. I think I just accidentally dropped it. Here we go. So this is firebending. So we have all of the avatar mythics. Let's just drop the shockwaves. Here we go. So we got firebending, earthbending, waterbending, and then airbending. So let's go up here. It looks like we have two. We have the fire sweep, and then we have the fire slam. So can we double jump? So it looks like we can only double jump with the airbending. I think the airbending is very cool for mobility. Alright, so here we go. So we have the fire sweep. Oh yeah. Actually fell right there, but oh, that is so sick. So let me get up here again. How much? Wait, so I jumped. Oh yeah, look at that. You can keep like hitting it too. So I'm gonna keep pressing it. Oh yeah. That is some sick stuff. Look at that. Can you just keep throwing them? Oh yeah, that is actually so dope. You can't double jump. Alright, then we have the fire slam. It is about 80 damage. You can just keep spamming this. Yeah, this one, I think these are actually sick. It'd actually be cooler if it actually like lights the builds on fire. I think that'd be pretty sick. Alright, so it looks like we've already used all of the mythics from earthbending, airbending, waterbending, and airbending, waterbending, earthbending, and firebending. It's kind of confusing right there, but look at that. So yeah, if you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, like this video.